Hey everyone, Sam at Wyvern Kodiak, and I am here checking out the auxiliary manufacturing's Coffin Bowie, or as some people know it, the Pocket Bowie. So looks pretty cool. Let's get into it and check it out. So let's start off with the obvious, which is the coffin shaped handle on here. Next is these beautifully milled titanium scales on here, reversible pocket clip, minimal hardware, so you just have a pivot and you have one body screw back here. Very cool design on the pivot cap as well. You do have some really nice texturing though on this milling, so I'm going to stay quiet. Let me see. So it's not micro milling. Pretty deep milling on here, so pretty cool on that. Flipper tab only on the deployment. You do have a back spacer with a spot for your lanyard. You got a titanium pocket clip here. Frame lock, so you have a lock bar relief cut back here as well, and that is pretty much it. Some jimping right there. So let's pop this open. And there you have the clip point Bowie style blade on here. This is a stone wash finish. The blade is in M390 and you have a flat grind. Beautiful swedge on here. I like the blade shape, very, very cool. I like the upsweep that it has here as well. It's going to provide a nice spot for your thumb to land. So I'm liking that. So specs on this knife. Specs are 6.53 inches overall. The blade on it is 2.77 inches and it weighs 3.3 ounces. So it is on the smaller side of a knife or an EDC knife. Let's do size comparisons. We're going to put it next to the 80-20.5 from Demko. And then we'll put it next to our friend Casey's Tempest Tornado. So you can see that it is probably about 1/8 of an inch or so bigger than the Tornado, and it is every bit of an inch or so short of the 80-20.5. And then let's look at a Benchmade bug out next to it, and we're going to put it next to a Urban EDC F5.5, and you can see that it is smaller than both of those, so a little closer to the Urban EDC knife though. So let's talk ergos. Ergos in hand here. I've got double XL hands, so 4-finger grip. And it is a bit small for me, so I can get 4 fingers in here, but with the big swell on the end, it's not super comfortable for my big mitts. I think that it's more probably if I want to go around it and turn this into a 3-finger wraparound, this is much more comfortable for me and much more doable grip for me is in this position. But if I move up here and I try to get all 4 fingers on, this is not comfortable at all for me. So, you know, it's something to be aware of for those of you that have some big old frying pan hands like me. You're probably going to find a little bit of an issue as far as getting a full 4-finger grip on here in a comfortable like manner. But when I am in this position, my thumb lands wonderfully on this scoop right here. It still has jimping right there, which is very nice, and I land comfortably, and this is ergonomically comfortable for me. So I do like that. This is not a choke up point. I wouldn't even recommend a trigger grip because my finger is already touching the blade here, so you pretty much only have one grip position here. So that would be something to be aware of as well. The action on this knife appears to be on bearings. So disengage, couple shakes closed. The flipper tab works very nicely. and the action is pretty smooth on this. I will say that you do have to be aware if your hand wraps around the back when you're deploying this, the knife when it comes out can catch you back here on the palm right there. So would be aware of that as well, is to make sure that your hand is protected behind this back spacer here and don't get yourself nicked, because it can happen. There is no question about it. I've gotten very close a couple of times and I've absolutely been tapped by the blade, and luckily not cut. So that is my recommendation for you. So let's check this pocket clip, right? Pocket clips are always my thing. So it's a little stiff. It has a small ramp and it's low. So I'm not quite sure how it's going to be. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. So let's find out. So we're pulling out our handy dandy test pants and we're going to check this out. For those of you new to the channel, I'm going to take the knife, put it in the pocket. I'm going to see how easy this knife is to go into the pocket, how good the retention on this pocket clip is, how easy it is to slide out of the pocket, any long-term damage or fraying it does to the edges or seams of the pocket. So let's get to work and see how we do. All right, we're in position. Ready? A little bit of pressure, a little bit of pressure. It's stiff. It is stiff. It works. It's got good retention on it, no question about that. And then coming out of the pocket, it's stiff coming out too. Honestly, this pocket clip would be a pocket chewer. You use that daily for a couple days and you're going to start to fray that edge of that pocket, and it's going to chomp on it a little bit. I think if they would have brought this up a little bit higher, extended this ramp out, and then elongated the rear ramp on this thing, it probably would have been a much better pocket clip overall. You know, this is a pocket clip that will work. You won't lose your knife or anything like that. But I will say that extended use on this thing is going to chop up your pocket edge. There's no question about it. Now, that's not to say that this doesn't lose a little bit of the stiffness with prolonged use, and in doing so it may not chew up your pockets so much. If I were to recommend anything, I would say work on this pocket clip before you regularly use this in your pocket. Otherwise you might be finding your favorite jeans with some holes in them. So that is my pocket clip review on here. So anyhow, let's talk about the last thing, which is what don't I like about this knife? Well, there are a couple things on this knife that are a little bit of an issue for me. And I'll start off with the obvious, which is the pocket clip that we had just talked about. I think that the pocket clip is just a bit stiff, has a short ramp on it, and could be a little bit better. So that is one thing. Next thing that I would point out is this sharpening choil right here. The plunge grind on it basically runs straight to the edge. You're going to sharpen this thing a couple of times. I mean, if you're just stropping it back, that's fine. You get the edge back on this thing. But if you're going to reprofile this thing, if you're going to really use this knife, and you sharpen it, couple sharpens, and you are right into that plunge grind. So I would have liked to have seen a better sharpening choil out of that. You know, bring it up just a little bit, move it up higher, would have been fine. You wouldn't have lost much. You have 2.77 inches, so you would have had 2.75 instead. Who cares? That's what I think. Anyhow, those are the two big things that I have here. And then the other thing is, you know, it's a bit small, and this is more subjective. Again, this is comfortable here for me, but for finger grip, this isn't comfortable. I'm just not a big coffin shaped handle guy. This isn't my thing. This isn't my blade shape. There's a lot of things that just aren't my thing, but I'm not going to nick the knife for it. The knife isn't a bad knife for those things. personal preference things. So I'm just trying to be unbiased and point the things out that I'm seeing on there. So that is what I got for you today. Other than that, great action on this knife, beautiful fit and finish on the knife. I will say that. It is a Migron OEM knife. So they did a beautiful job on this knife as far as the fit and finish. Migron does a good job. So I give them credit where credit's due. This is just not a knife for me. So anyhow, give me some feedback here, folks. Let me know what you think. Are you a coffin handle shaped loving person? And what do you think about this knife? Do you think this is something that you would enjoy carry? So hit me up, drop a comment, let me know what you think on that. And then if you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor and subscribe to the Wyvern Kodiak YouTube channel. We do appreciate the support. Follow us on Instagram at Wyvern Kodiak. Check out our website, wyvernkodiak.com. Sign up for the newsletter there. We are going to be announcing a pre-order for our first knife release, the Gracchus. It should be coming very soon, so stay tuned for that. We are excited. I hope you all are excited for that as well. And then last but certainly not least is come hang out with us Wednesday nights live in the Dragon's Lair. That is a YouTube live show. We go on at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and we'd love for you to be a part of the community and hang out. So hope to see you all there. I hope you enjoyed this video. Appreciate everybody's time, and you all have a fantastic day.